I found my kindergarten teacher's diary. She's been planning my death since I was 5 years old. I was just cleaning out my grandmother's house after she passed when I found a leather journal stuffed behind some old books. The name on the cover made my stomach drop. Property of Ms. Henderson, room 12. My kindergarten teacher from 35 years ago. I opened it and immediately saw my name. September 3rd, 1989. Little Tommy is perfect for the project. Isolated child, working parents, no close family ties. This one will be easy to monitor long term. I flipped through more pages, my hands shaking. Every entry was about me. October 15th, 1989. Tommy's parents work late. He walks home alone on Maple Street every day at 3:30 p.m. Good to know for later phases. The entries continued through my entire childhood. March 8th, 1995. Tommy broke his arm today. I suggested his pediatrician, Dr. Morris, to his mother. Phase 2 begins. Dr. Morris. I remembered him. Strange man who always asked too many personal questions during checkups. June 12th, 2001. Tommy graduated high school. I've arranged for him to work at Mitchell & Associates through my contact there. Need to keep him close during college years. Mitchell & Associates. My first job. I got it through a random phone call offering me an interview, but it wasn't random. Ms. Henderson had orchestrated my entire career path. I kept reading, growing more terrified with each page. April 3rd, 2010. Tommy married Sarah today. She doesn't know I recommended her therapist position at the clinic. Dr. Webb reports directly to me about their sessions. My wife's therapist, the woman Sarah had been seeing for anxiety, was feeding information to my kindergarten teacher. I thought about all the personal details Sarah had shared in those sessions. Our fights, our financial problems, my daily routines. November 18th, 2015. Tommy's grandmother is getting suspicious about my frequent visits. The old woman remembers me from parent-teacher conferences. I'll need to handle this soon. My grandmother. She died suddenly of a heart attack last month. I'd found it strange that Ms. Henderson had been visiting her regularly, claiming to be a home health aide. But now I understood. My grandmother must have recognized her and started asking questions. January 5th, 2024. Phase final begins. Tommy's routine is predictable. Coffee shop every morning at 7:45 a.m. Lunch at Romano's every Tuesday. Gym on weekends. Sarah's therapy sessions have provided excellent intel on his mental state. I realized Ms. Henderson had been mapping my life for 4 decades. Every job, every relationship, every habit. The diary showed detailed floor plans of every apartment I'd lived in, copies of my medical records, even photos of me taken with telephoto lenses. March 15th, 2024. Installed as building maintenance supervisor at Tommy's apartment complex. Direct access to his unit. Water supply, electrical, gas lines, all accessible. The perfect setup for phase final. Mrs. Rodriguez, the maintenance woman who'd been so helpful fixing my sink and checking my smoke detectors. She'd had keys to my apartment for months. I'd even given her spare keys when I went out of town. But Mrs. Rodriguez was Ms. Henderson. June 8th, 2024. Successfully applied low-dose poison to Tommy's coffee mug handle for 3 months. Symptoms manifesting as expected. Fatigue, headaches, stomach issues. Doctors can't find the cause. Beautiful. My mysterious illness. I'd been feeling terrible for months, seeing specialist after specialist. No one could figure out what was wrong. My coffee mug. I use the same one every morning for my coffee. August 20th, 2024. Tommy's health declining perfectly. Sarah is concerned, but not suspicious. Dr. Webb keeps her focused on anxiety, rather than investigating environmental causes. Final dose tonight. Tonight, I looked at the clock. 8:47 p.m. The final entry was dated today. August 25th, 2024. 35 years of planning comes to fruition tonight. Tommy's evening coffee will contain the final dose. By morning, he'll appear to have died of natural causes. Complete organ failure from unknown illness. Project Rainbow complete. Project Rainbow. 35 years of my life reduced to a code name. I heard footsteps in the hallway outside grandmother's house. Keys jingling. The front door opening. Tommy? Ms. Henderson's voice called out, but she was using Mrs. Rodriguez's accent. I brought your coffee like I promised. Special blend to help you feel better. I looked down at the diary's final page. A detailed death certificate already filled out with my name, waiting only for tomorrow's date. She planned everything, right down to the coroner's report. I heard her footsteps coming up the stairs, getting closer to the room where I was hiding. I know you're here, Tommy, she called out, dropping the accent entirely. 35 years is long enough. Time for you to graduate.